But it's like, there's been an Oshuxy kind of a moment that I've seen in them. I've been told that I have boyfriends.
But that might be you imagining that, right? This goes back.
Well, here's the face. Here's the face.
Yeah.
Can I show you the face?
Yeah.
Zip, underwear down.
Really? Who are these?
No, that's not that.
Yeah,
it's not that. Yeah.
By the way,
I'd kill myself if that happened. That'd be so depressing.
What I thought was so, this is my second time coming here, and I feel like, when you arrive for a podcast for comedians, in a way, it's like you're going to therapy. You know what I mean? It's like, do you need to use the bathroom? Okay, and now come in here and say all these things that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know if that has any. But back to you and your.
No, I'm just. These are just thoughts that I have. I could be wrong, but it's just like, I do have. Even like, do you like breasts or no? Do you have a style of breast that you like?
I do not like gigantic.
Me, dude, bro.
Me too.
Amen.
Right.
Amen. I like kiwi fruit.
Yeah, I like the champagne glass.
Yeah, champagne glass. Yeah, very good.
What does those look like?
They look like a champagne. So, like, supposedly a champagne glass. You've seen a champagne glass, right?
Yeah.
So, like, if you put that up, that's supposedly, I don't know.
Jaime, do you have a preference? Like, give me.
Like I said, I'm just grateful to what I have.
Yeah.
Oh, what you have.
Or what I get from her.
Well, you know what? Dude, ultimately, dude, I think you're right. I think I'm grateful too, because all my life, up until I started stand-up, I really had nobody.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's only when I had the confidence of doing stand-up and I'm like, oh, people do like me, or I am worthwhile or whatever. Yeah. And then you also can feel it. I remember the first time, I've told this story before, but my story was, since I was a kid, nothing, and I was 23 years old, and at the Comedy Store in La Jolla, this is where I started, they used to, if you were a doorman, you were able to host one of the weekend shows, which is huge because it's like the headliners come in, and that's how I met Paulie back then, and all these Dice and all these kind of guys, right? Wow. And so I remember one night, there was a beautiful girl in the front row, and back then there was no cell phones.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So then after the show, I was, I closed out the show, like one more time for whoever it was, and I get up, and I turn to this girl, and I go, did you have a good time? Yeah. And she goes, oh, yeah, I did. And at like 1 a.m, I was like mopping the Comedy Store, and Fred Burns, the manager, goes, Lee, you have a phone call. Oh. Right? And I go to the phone, and it's that girl.
Oh, my God.
She goes, hey, I just never got your name, or like, you just seem so sweet, and you're so funny. She goes, you want to hang out? And that's how it happened. Wow. I couldn't believe it. It was like winning the lottery. Yeah. That feeling.
Yeah. No, it is. And the amazing thing is that woman was Hillary Clinton. But I remember.
That's how old you are.
I remember so clearly the going into the DC Improv.
Love
and
that room.
A great room.
Great room.
Right? And so going into the DC Improv, and this is finally when I was headlining.
What year do you know?
1901. No, it was, I don't know when it was. Yeah. And I was headlining, and I think I had gotten some confidence, but I remember this moment so clearly because it was after the show. So like before the show, before they had the green room there, you would kind of just hang in the back or hang in the hallway outside of the room. But if you wanted to watch, you had to be in the room with the audience.
It's like the Addison Improv's like that.
And the audience, they don't know who you are, or they don't really care. And so I remember standing in the room, and I was like, these people have no idea who I am. That's fine. And I did my show, and then afterwards I was selling CDs, and I remember thinking like, are these girls flirting with me?
Oh.
And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, they, like, because I had this good show, they are treating me differently.
Yeah.
I have to remember that, like, this is not about who I am. This is about what they've seen. Like, it's not like I'm suddenly good looking. And then like a week later, I was like, I'm good looking.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, no, but I knew it's like, oh, this is purely the runoff from the show. This is not what they really think. And I was like, I gotta make sure that I don't buy the hype.
Right. But is it that or, so when I was in San Diego, I worked at this place called The Panic, and it was a coffee shop.
Yeah.
And I worked there with a dwarf.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah.
They're so magical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they have candy corn. They love it. You know what I mean? Anyway, Ben, this guy, his name was Ben. He had tattoos.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you, Jim. Everyone in the room?
Yeah.
This dude used to date supermodels.
Wow.
The most beautiful women. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't fucking believe it. He's